my mouth in it.
So hey guys, it's Skillskin. Today I'm joined with my sister, and she's hiding. But we're reacting to 10.
Tell them my name.
No, 10 deadliest theme park accidents. Come on, Libby, just get in the camera. It's not scary. Libby, it's not scary, you scaredy cat.
Hi.
Okay, we're gonna be reacting to. So you say it. 10 deadliest
10 deadliest
theme park accidents.
theme park accident.
Okay, 3. Are you ready, guys, for this video? 3, 2, 1, go. This is gonna be creepy. We're reacting to Killer Clowns next. Same.
A ride that was responsible for deaths on not just one, but 2 separate occasions. In 2004, 7-year-old Stephanie Duadon managed to get free of her restraints while waiting for the Mind Scrambler to start, a twister ride at the Rye Playland in New York. She knelt on the seat, and as soon as the fast-paced attraction began, she was thrown to her death.
Mind Scrambler? Is that a name for a ride?
Yes, Archie.
How is that a name for a ride? A Mind Scrambler. That's like your mind's gone or something. Yep, that's what happened to the 7-year-old. I want to see what happens next in this video.
I hope it's not me.
3 years later, a ride worker was also killed when the Mind Scrambler was started accidentally while she was still attending to the passengers.
She's only 7.
Well, that's not that man's fault if they start it just like so quickly. So if they start it quickly, it's not his fault for going.
Yeah, he's right.
Okay, go. You don't have to be on the camera if you don't want to.
This is why ride attendants must check safety
Oh, that's
restraints.
big.
When
Yeah.
16-year-old Hayley Williams was riding the water roller coaster Hydro in Wales, she suddenly flew out of her car and plunged 100 feet to her death. CCTV footage showed the staff had not...
100 foot. No, actually, I'm scared of like 10 foot. Never mind 100.
Pause at you.
This is just weird. This is creepy. But we're still doing this. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
checked if her lap restraints were secure.
God.
The park was eventually
She fell
fined
from down there.
$370,000 for negligence, and the ride was redesigned, this time with over-the-shoulder style restraints. You wouldn't have imagined a
What?
ride which consisted of firing people from a medieval siege weapon would be a real thing.
What?
Because, let's face it,
Harry
it
just
sounds a bit
feel
dangerous.
weapon.
Yet that's
It's a
what the
weapon,
Human
that's
Treasure
a
Chest
weapon.
at Middlemore Water Park really was. The attraction fired thrill seekers 100 feet away into a tennis court-sized safety net. At least that was the idea.
What?
When 19-year-old Oxford University student Kostadin Yankov became a human projectile, he never made it to the net, landing just short and later dying of his internal injury.
No. So she
He
said
is scared.
he
Sorry,
fell
guys.
from that. This
Yeah.
is actually scary. This is no.
He fell from that.
We're doing Killer Clowns straight after this. I'm gonna be
Yes.
creeped out already.
Yes, right.
Oh, bye. Just carry on.
Let it bring this magical pillow.
As it became one of the first ever wooden racing roller coasters when it was built in 1911, the Derby Racer never had the best safety record. Shortly after it was opened, a man flew out of the coaster and was killed instantly on impact. 6 years later,
What's wrong with these rides? If it's not safe, why would you flip and make them? Literally, it says it doesn't have a good safety record. If it didn't, why couldn't it just stop the whole ride altogether?
And
If
kick
I
it
was
down.
managing that, I would just never, no one allowed on that ride again. But they just decided to keep it, and that's what happens. Just great.
When are you going to let me speak? After this video.
another
Ow.
man was not only thrown from the car, but into the path of another train, again killing him
Oh
instantly.
my
It's a pathetic
god!
death.
He didn't just fall off from that. He bashed. I can't deal with this anymore. He just I don't know where it was, but it's about here. He just fell from that. No, I don't know where it was, but he bashed into another train. Oh, I can imagine that.
Then he killed us.
Now this makes me scared of heights. And roller coasters. I never go on roller coasters. This makes me
I've
even
been
more
on a
scared.
big roller coaster, guys, so don't worry.
1929,
It's my people.
from another passenger unwillingly leaving the coaster at high speeds, before a case was brought against the ride's operator.
Even worse, it was at really high speed. That is like... don't know. Oh no.
On September 5th, 2003,
What?
Disneyland's Big Thunder Mountain Railroad became the last ever ride 22-year-old Marcelo Torres would go on. As the head locomotive entered a tunnel, its axle broke loose and jammed against the brake section, causing it to become airborne and hit the ceiling. It proceeded to fall on the first passenger car, crushing and killing Torres, as well as injuring 10 other passengers. This accident was blamed entirely
10
on the poor
other
maintenance
people.
of the ride at the time.
This is not. This is.
Never get too close to a ride in motion. In June 2008,
Heard
17-year-old
of this
Asia
one.
Ferguson
It's
lost
called the
his hat
Batman
while
ride.
riding
It's so
Batman,
cool.
the ride roller coaster at Six Flags over Georgie Amusement Park.
Don't say fell from the top.
Afterwards, in order to retrieve his headwear, Ferguson climbed over 2 fences while the coaster was operating. Once on the tracks, it is thought he tried to grab the hanging legs of the passengers in the car above him. This train hit him at 50 miles an hour, and he was decapitated. The event...
Do we have to watch this now?
Yeah.
This guy was going 50 miles an hour. We're only halfway in the video. This is so annoying. This is going to take forever. But I
Have to watch it.
I
You put
can't.
it on.
I can't deal with this anymore.
Occurred an incident 6 years earlier, when a groundskeeper was killed after he wandered too close to the coaster and was hit in the head by a rider's leg. When a group of students decided to attempt to break the world record for most riders on a water slide, things went tragically wrong. On 2nd June 1997, 33 pupils from Napa climbed the stairs of the Banzai Pipeline water slide at Waterworld, California, which was then known as Waterworld USA Concord. Despite protests from the guards, one by one they quickly slid down the enclosed pipe, intentionally clogging it. Halfway down, the weight of the students caused the slide to burst open. They fell some 40 feet to the ground, receiving broken bones and other severe injuries.
What?
The last person to enter the ride,
Sorry guys, this is getting too funny.
was killed after
Scary.
she landed headfirst on the concrete below.
Oh my
The worst recorded roller coaster accident took place at Battersea Fun Fair, London, in 1972.
That's when
This
Andy Margie was
ancient wooden
born.
coaster hadn't been maintained sufficiently for many years, and it was this negligence that led to the tragedy.
Oh my god.
As the cars were ascending the hill of the first drop, the rope pulling them suddenly snapped.
No.
The anti-rollback mechanism that was in place failed to operate. The cars sped backwards and crashed into the boarding area, smashing through a wall and killing 5 children and seriously injuring 13 others. The
No.
accident was a major factor in the fair closing
Why are
down
children
2
allowed on
years
that
later.
anyway? Don't laugh. at
On June
this. This is
14th,
your business.
1986,
It's in
the
Canada.
world's largest indoor
That looks
triple loop
fun.
roller
This
coaster,
is
the
inside.
Mindbender, was the scene of one of the worst accidents of all time. Missing bolts on the wheel of the last car caused it to completely disengage from the track. It swung about wildly, causing passengers to violently fly out. 3 people were killed from the fall, and when the cars crashed into a concrete pillar, while another man...
I can't deal with this anymore.
Sorry,
This is-
pals, my brother's too scared.
This is scary. No, Libby, why are you laughing? No, it's not. This is
Okay.
people coming off from like 100-foot buildings,
Okay.
40-foot buildings.
It's just your faces when
Oh my
you're an
god.
actor.
was seriously injured in the neck and chest. The worst ever accident to
Okay.
take place on a theme park ride didn't involve a roller coaster, a Ferris wheel, or any kind of white knuckle ride. It took place in a haunted house.
Of course.
It was May 11th, 1984, when the haunted castle at Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey suddenly burst into flames. About 29 people were in the attraction when the fire started. Most of them escaped, but 8 teenagers were trapped in the house and died of asphyxiation. The majority of the castle was made from highly flammable materials, and the high winds that night, combined with the castle's venting system, meant temperatures reached over 2,000 degrees, melting even the metal support struts.
Oh my.
After the fires had abated, the 8 bodies that were found turned out to be so badly burned, they were initially thought to be mannequins used in the house.
Oh my god.
The teenagers could only be identified from
If
their
I'm gonna
dental
keep on doing the
records.
face, I'm gonna keep on
The
laughing
park
at
was
you.
brought up on charges of aggravated manslaughter, with prosecutors arguing the lack of sprinklers and smoke detectors led to the loss of lives. In the end, Six Flags was found not guilty of negligence, mainly because the fire was discovered to be most likely an act of arson, a truly evil act for what became a real house of horror.
Thank God that's over now. Oh my days! There's people falling off 100-foot buildings, 40-foot buildings, fire in a haunted house. What? So guys, hope you enjoyed reacting to videos. Part number 2 will be reacting to number 3, which will be the next one.
Killer clowns were acting, so.
Yeah, with Libby again. So guys, I'll see you reacting to Killer Clowns.
5 minutes.
Bye!
In 5 minutes.
In about half an hour.